Hey music fans, as a roadie I had this great opportunity to tour with all these bands. I wrote a book about my experiences on the road and it was the #1 new release on Amazon and Bios and it's now sold millions of copies on Kindle. I'm Joel Roadie and this is my podcast, Party Like a Rock Star. Have you heard of a band called Nightwish? They're out of Finland. My next guest is Dan Abel Jr. He is the Chief Chocolate Officer of two beloved St. Louis-based companies here in the United States, Chocolate Company and Bissinger's Handcrafted Chocolatier. He occasionally goes by the nickname the Willy Wonka of the Midwest. He's a total bro. And I wanted to do this thing. They sent me all these awesome chocolates. Here's an example of one of their chocolates. You guys can read up on the company at bissingers.com. But they sent me boxes of lovely chocolates, and I did love them. So I thought it was really cool. But I picked some songs here for him to listen to that are sweet chocolate related. And I asked him, are these songs that are good to listen to while eating chocolate? Anyhow, let's jump into this together, guys, and let's see what my new friend here, Dan Abel Jr., has to say about your favorite band. This is the band Nightwish. Nightwish is out of Finland, and I happen to be a big fan. This is live at a festival called Vaken, and you can let us know here what you think. Now, this is the first one I've done with no sweets or chocolate in title. I couldn't do it on every single track. I had to switch it up. So I suppose it'll be, is this a track that one could eat chocolate to? Maybe be our fun little twist. But I'm genuinely a really big fan of this band, so I'm intrigued to hear what everybody thinks always. But we'll see what you have to say, Dan.
Perfect.
But for now, we're gonna start a little softer with Everdream.
Ever felt away with me? Just once, that all I need. Entwined in finding you one day. Ever felt away without me? My love, it lies so deep. Have a dream of me.
What do you think of Nightwish?
So it's awesome. It's like Disney princess becomes rock star. Like she just started so like, but then like the black leather pants gave it away. Like I felt like she's not going to stay Disney princess the whole time.
She actually did sing Frozen for her daughter, and it's a great video too, actually. So
Oh, I bet. Like it's you. I have three young kids, 6, 4, and 2. So we're in that phase, and I felt like
okay,
that. Like I almost it's almost like at first it's like, oh, is this a Frozen song? And then it hits, it punches. I liked it. I
yeah,
really liked it.
I think she's fantastic. I love the whole band. I like him too. His name is Marco, and I love the contrast of the voices
Yeah.
with him and that guttural sound, and then she's just this majestic. I don't. I think they're so good. So all right, so we got thumbs ups.
Yeah, two thumbs up for sure. I wanted to hold a lighter up. I couldn't find one in my office.
Now they do phones. They do phones.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
safer
yeah.
too, probably. Yeah.
All right, so question for you. I ask a lot of people, I worked on the road for years and stuff. I was a roadie for bands and whatnot. And so we have fun stories of crazy events and happenings and stuff that wasn't going as planned, possibly, or just running into someone you didn't anticipate seeing or whatever. What is the craziest story you have in regards to chocolate making?
That's a good question because I've been doing this for my entire life. My parents have been in the industry for since the 80s, and so before I was alive, I've been in, and I've done from retail to manufacturing to the warehouse to everything. I mean, I feel like it's funny. So we get our chocolate delivered to us in block form, and the recipe's made for us, and then we make the confections here and dip and decorate everything together. So that the chocolate's just an ingredient that we finish off. Um, but back in the day, and today we get them in big blocks. They're 2,000-pound totes, big, big boxes, and there's 2,000 pounds of 10-pound bars in it. But years ago, we would get it in 50-pound cases, 5 10-pound bars in a box, and much, much smaller. We were much, much smaller company, and so now we go through several tons a day, where 15 years ago, 2,000 pounds would last us months. So the spread has been crazy over the years, but like we used to get it delivered at our old facility, and I was like 14, 15, and then the truck could never back into the dock all the way because it was a tight dock. So they'd have to like pull it at an angle, and they would just like toss us these 50-pound cases with like a 3-foot gap between the back of the truck and our dock, like every few weeks. And this was like normal for us. And then of course, like my parents were like, yeah, go help unload the chocolate. Like that would always be like the most, and it was normal until we look back at it. We're like, oh yeah, that was definitely not normal.
No. Do you still love the smell of chocolate?
I do. The problem is when I walk into the facility on a daily basis, I don't smell it. I smell other things like when we're cooking caramel or roasting nuts. I smell those, but when I go on vacation and after a few days and come back, if I'm then I'll smell it that first day back, and I'm like, oh wow, this is what people are telling me about.
That's interesting. You get so associated with it, you stop to.
Yeah.
When you were watching this track, what was the first thing you picked up on? What was it? What intrigued you? What got you engrossed in the track?
So I think, there was the other tracks were about like a combination of things. What this one was just pure talent from the lead singer. And it's
Oh,
a
cool.
really strong voice. And that was, in my mind, she carried, like, you could have almost taken out everything else and it would have been 90% the same in my, like, the
Huh.
effect. Like, I thought she delivered 90% of that performance. Um, and I really just thought she was great.
Okay, so in an argument, when you're watching a band live, are you usually focused on the lead singer, or do you play like guitar or anything?
I don't. I wish I could, but I would be lying.
Yeah.
Um, um, it depends on very much the band. If it was like, trying to think of an example, like, um,
I could throw you a bone like Led Zeppelin is big.
yeah, so that would be all together. But if it was like, um, Dave Matthews I'd be focusing more on him, even though his other band
A
members.
lot of guys in the band.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys in the band, but so it just depends on, yeah, it depends on the band for me.
And she really just stood out to you.
She really stood out. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool, man. All right. Let's try another one. Have we heard of Ren? And Ren's out of the UK. No. Let's jump over there. You can let me know what you think. Hey, the podcast is over. What are you still doing here? Well, while you're here, like and subscribe. Thanks.